Hi guys, Eki here, and the Vegas draft for the final was yesterday for the NHL GWC. I just want to give you guys my thoughts about the everyone's teams and what I was thinking with my picks and stuff like that. And also a shout out to No Sleeves for letting me use his stream material. So I'll just quickly show you guys the draft list. So this was the players we had available. There was 6 players. Everyone took 25 players. And I will just go down the list quickly so you guys can just know what was available. Yeah.
Oh, sods all over it. Perfect. All right, so Eki took McDavid, I believe. Yep, Eki took McDavid.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. So McDavid was the most dominant card. I had the first overall pick. I just had to pick him. I would have also liked Matthews, but I can't pass up on McDavid. He's just superior cards compared to the other ones. I think he had 98 speed. The closest to that was Hall with 95, and other centers had like 90. So yeah, was a no-brainer for me. Then the couple picks after that, Crosby, Ovechkin. Kinda basic. I would have actually picked Matthews over Ovechkin just because I like centers, and I think the most important part of your team is the centers, and you need to get those right away. But yeah, no surprises. And yeah, this was the first round overall. Like 5 of the 6 players were centers. After Crosby and Matthews, there were Scheifele and Getzlaf taken. Again, not some of you guys may be surprised because why some wingers like Kane or some of the best defensemen, Doughty, Hedman didn't get taken, but I think that's smart because, like I said, centers are the most important part of your team.
All right, Eki gets 2 here, boys. Eki gets 2. He could legit have easily the most dominant defense pairing. Like, the most dominant. Because defense drops off huge. After these 3, it's Giordano, Morgan, Subban, like... Barkov next, you think? Yeah, I can see that. He had Aho. Eki had Aho in the regional draft as well. Doughty, Panarin. Goudreau dropped quite a bit because he's a little bit smaller. You saw a lot of these guys in the regionals drop Goudreau quite a bit. Oh, is that too bad? Yeah. Hope Nuke gets Goudreau too. Imagine, man. Nuke's team looks good right now. Exclamation mark Nuke in the chat if you want to see Nuke's chat. He goes Barkov. Eki goes Barkov, 1.
Yeah, so I had 2 picks here. I think Barkov. I wanted Barkov because I wanted, like in the European regionals, I picked 2 centers first, and in here it's the same thing. I just wanted 2 centers. I would have probably liked somebody like Getzlaf or Kopitar better because those guys have better face-off stats, and I really value face-offs, but Barkov is good and he's Finnish, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, he went Jack Eichel. Oh my goodness. He went Jack Eichel. Holy smokes. All right. Interesting. He went Eichel. Well, he definitely had a plan. Nuclear is on the board right now. He went Eichel. He passed up Aho, Hedman, Doughty, Goudreau. Man, he is a...
Yeah, so I don't really know what's the big deal about this because I value offense more than defense. Of course, it's nice to have those crazy defensemen, but at the end of the day, I don't really care if I have like Doughty or somebody like Subban because I think it's pretty much the same deal because defense doesn't really decide games, but good offensive players really do. Like it's really a huge deal if you have like somebody like Jack Eichel or somebody like, let's say I have in the third line Greg Smith, somebody like that shooting in the empty net. It really makes the difference, and I really care if like that I need to have like good offensive players so I can score a lot, you know. So I kind of understand some people thinking that I may have to take a defenseman here, but like I said, I much rather have a good winger than like great defenseman, you know, in game. So yeah, my thought process here to get the best winger possible. I had Aho and Eichel both in the European Regional Finals. Both were amazing, but besides McDavid, because McDavid is like, he is not small, but he is not the biggest guy out there. I didn't want to pick Aho just because he's a little small, and I'm kind of scared to put like two small guys in the same line. And also there were more left-handed wingers down the line, so I much rather pick a right-handed winger here. And it was between Panarin and Eichel, but because I had Eichel in the European Regional Final, I know what he can do, and he has more size than Panarin. So of course I'm going to go with Eichel because he was the best right-handed winger available. So yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Eki gets 2 picks here, all right, boys. So he went Eichel in the 3rd round. He went and passed up a lot to make sure that he got Eichel. He got Eichel here. So now everyone's taken here. He goes PK Subban.
So yeah, I have 2 picks again. After the first pick, I had 2 picks every time. I love that. Yeah, so right now I need a defenseman. So I picked PK Subban, one of my favorite defensemen in the world and one of my favorite defensemen in game. So it was a no-brainer. I would have maybe picked Morgan Riley, but there were more left-handed defenders than right-handed defenders. So I had to pretty much go with Subban.
Eki went Dylan Larkin. Nice. That's a good pick. Larkin's a lefty.
Yeah, so I picked Larkin after Subban. I needed a left-handed winger. I think Larkin was the best available. There were also guys like Landeskog, but Larkin is so fast and he's the same size as Landeskog, so I went with him. I will not put him in the same line with McDavid probably because McDavid has 99 speed, so I don't need another guy who has 93 like next to him. I will just put him down with Barkov because Barkov is a little slow.
Alright, Eki gets 2 here, guys. So Eki gets 2. He goes William Karlsson. I think that's a very good pick. Yeah, righty, I believe. If anyone knows how Eki's going to line these guys up, let me know. And he goes Ryan McDonough, passes. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so my 6th and 7th round picks were Ryan McDonough and William Karlsson. Pretty straightforward. I just wanted the D-man next to Subban. I think Ryan McDonough was the perfect choice. He was the best left-handed defenseman available. I think that's the perfect first-line D pair. Subban or both are very good with the puck. McDonough is a little bigger, so I really like that D pair. Then William Karlsson. I kind of wanted a third-line center here, but I also needed a second-line winger, like left-handed winger. So Karlsson was the perfect choice because he had 77 faceoffs, but he's also a very good winger. So I just picked him because now I can pretty much go anywhere I like. If I don't get a good third line center, I just put him there, and if I get a good third line center, I will just put Karlsson in the wing. So yeah, that's my thought process here.
Yeah, so now we've got Eki with 2 picks. Eki's got 2 picks on the board. We've got the highest rated. We got McAvoy and Chara. Eki only has no, he has 2 defensemen. Okay. McAvoy, Chara, Dumba, Clefbaum. A lot of defense available. The only other forwards are Hornqvist, Gallagher, Gord. We're getting into kind of the gross territory. But he's got his top 6 almost. Please said Karlsson's the center? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. I think he goes Hornqvist. Yeah, he grabbed Patrick Hornqvist, who actually wasn't too bad at the region.
Yeah, so my first pick of the 8th round, I picked Hornqvist. I think most of the guys who know me know I love Patrick Hornqvist. He has got the most important goals of my gaming career. For example, getting me to Vegas last year, that overtime goal against Play. Then he's scored some hat tricks for me in some Finnish tournament finals. So yeah, I really love that guy.
And what's his second pick? And Charlie McAvoy. So now he's got another defenseman.
Yeah, McAvoy. If you watched the regional final, you know how good McAvoy was. I think he scored three wrist shot goals from exactly the same place for me in the regionals. So a no-brainer. He was the best puck-moving defenseman I had in the regionals. So yeah, I was really excited to have him. Yeah, I will just give you guys my opinions of everyone's teams right now because I won't show the rest of the picks because the players at the bottom aren't that important and it just saves time. So yeah, and one thing, I put William Carlson at center because I actually wanted, I think it was Henrik at my third line center because he has very good face-offs, but Hans Lindholm got him, but Carlson is good there too. But yeah, so this is my team and I'm really happy with it. I got most of the players I wanted. I got Hanifin as well after the McAvoy pick. I got Vasilevsky, who was amazing for me in the regionals. Kotkaniemi Armia in the fourth line with Brian Boyle. I just absolutely love my team. I don't think I would do like every pick different like that I did. Yeah, I will probably put Kreider in the first line and Larkin in the second line just because Hornqvist and Barkov are not that fast and Larkin gives some good balance to it, and McDavid doesn't really even need a third guy, so I will just put Kreider there to create some space. So yeah. And I also got Speedster Synergy, which gives +2 to acceleration, speed and agility. And I think those players are Larkin, McDavid, Barchi and Kotkaniemi. So Larkin and McDavid are even faster. So that's kind of funny. And then I got HT Synergy. It gives +2 to body checking, slap shot power and strength. I'm not even sure which players I have with that synergy. I know McAvoy's one, but yeah, let's go to some other guys' team. Yeah, so this is Cookie's team. I actually think he will put Pettersson in the second line center because he has good face-offs. But I kind of like his team. I think his defense is pretty bad because I had Vereski in the regionals and I didn't like him at all. I actually had Hanifin ahead of Vereski in my own team. Yeah, and his defense looks like it's really slow, so I think he will have some problems with that. But his offense is pretty good. He just doesn't really have... I think Debrigat can face off a little bit, so yeah, he has okay centers. But like he has couple guys I don't like at all, like Gallagher, Tatar, Sheary, like really small guys that I couldn't really use. But yeah, I think it's still a good balance and I like that team. And this is Nuclear's team, and this was the most weirdest team personally to me because I would never pick a team like this, to be honest, because I hate small wingers. He has Kane, Arvidsson, Goodrow, Gourday, Konechny. Oof, I just couldn't use a team like that because I can't protect the puck at all with these players. And then also he doesn't have a second line center. Little and Donald are good in the third and fourth line, but he doesn't have a second line center. I'm sorry, but Johnny Hockey is not the center. So yeah, I think this is probably my least favorite team out of everyone's, just because I couldn't use a team like that. His defense is pretty solid though, and Matt Murray is questionable in net. But yeah, so this is Young Gren's team. It's an okay team. I like the defense. I really like the wingers. But the biggest problem in this team, in my opinion, is the centers again. He doesn't really have a second and third line center at all, which is a huge problem for me because I really need good centermen to play my game. But yeah, everyone has their own like preference of players, and if you're fine with not having maybe the best centers, that's totally fine. But I just couldn't do it. He has 3 synergies as well, which is kind of interesting, and good goalies. So yeah, he did a solid job drafting the team. Yeah, and then John Wayne's team, which I completely love. I think this is the best team apart from my team. This is a similar team that I would draft personally. Panarin, Matthews, Rantanen in the first line. unbelievable. Morgan Riley, my favorite defenseman in the league. Second line, Ossi Kotier, Skinner. Good wingers, good centers. Only problem I have with this team is the third line center. He doesn't really have that at all, but no, it's still good enough. I think if I would have to choose one of the teams, if it wasn't for my team, it would 100% be this team. I love it. I love what John did here. Then the final team, Hansu Linho, and it was kind of interesting what Hansu was thinking with his picks, because I like his offense a lot. I love his centerman. Hansu has the best centermans in the draft. Getzlaff has 88 faceoffs. Taves has like 83 or something. Henrique has the same. Kessler is also good in the faceoffs. 3 Duck centers, by the way. But yeah, and very solid wingers, so his offense is very good. But look at his defense. Like, I think he will really have a tough time against guys like me who are like really good and fast forwards, because he has Nutivaara in the first line defense. He has Jones, but then the bottom 2 defense, I don't really. Heiskanen is really small. Yeah, I think he will have a tough time defending, but he has Dubnik in net, which kind of bails him out a lot. But yeah, this is still my favorite team behind John Wayne's, but the defense is just, I think he will have some trouble. Yeah, so that was my opinion of my picks and everyone's teams. So yeah, I'm interested to see what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. Do you have any? Would you have done something different to what I did? And what's your opinion of everyone's team? So yeah, have a nice day and see you next time.